LoreWarrior Online. ABS-3L Anubis. Overview. The Anubis was designed by Gitelman and Abzug, a pair of engineers within the Fredonian Industrial Technologies Design Consortium. It was supposed to complement the Osiris, another mech that they designed that the Federated Suns Akamar Battlemechs was already building. Akamar turned down this design outright, however, as they did every other manufacturer to whom they took their design. The Anubis would likely have died there had Gitelman and Abzug not chosen to leave the Federated Suns for the new colony region, where Detroit Consolidated Networks quickly snapped up the two designers and their Anubis design. Capabilities. The Anubis is the proof that the Capellan Confederation is devoted to the Trinity Alliance. In building the Detroit networks, the Confederation ensured that it could produce mechs containing the newest and best technologies for both the Magistracy of Canopus and the Taurian Concordat. The Anubis is the flagship mech of this commitment. The Anubis is the first non-Capellan-produced mech to feature the Confederation's revolutionary stealth armor. Though not all of the components are produced on Detroit, the stealth armor is still shipped in from Cyan, for example, and the Detroit plant is one of only 3 in existence that can currently construct battle mechs incorporating any and all of these advancements. The mech itself is designed to operate in a support role, laying down a suppressing barrage of fire with its battery of long-range missile launchers, while other units dash in under this curtain to engage an enemy directly. With that mission in mind, the designers felt that the mech needed only minimal armor protection, while the addition of the Confederation stealth armor to the design does give it an even greater edge, if it does come under fire. The designers did cut a few corners, however. Most visibly is the fact that they used the same housings on both forearms, even though only the left arm carries a weapon. Reports from the field indicate that it's not the only area where the Detroit manufacturer cut corners, though, as the Anubis is fully 30% more susceptible to equipment malfunction than any other mech fielded by the Magistracy Armed Forces. Deployment. The Anubis has been in the field for several years now, since its debut in late 3063. It made its way to units throughout the Magistracy and the Concordat, though the biggest user of the mech is by far the Colonial Marshals. With the declaration of independence from the colony region by Force Marshal McEvans, however, along with the formation of a provisional government on Franck, the MAF have halted all further shipments of the Anubis to the Colonial Marshals. Nevertheless, considering that the Magistrix has made noises about recognising this government, a move that has reportedly angered President Schraplin, this decision is sending mixed signals. Variants. The ABS-3R replaces one of the LRM-5s in each torso with a rocket launcher 15, while a rocket launcher 10 is then mounted in the left arm. A recent variant has also appeared to address the only major complaint, ammunition dependency. The 3T model trades out the LRMs for 2 extended-range medium lasers, an extended-range large laser, and 2 additional heatsinks. So this is a 30-tonner. Its chassis is the Detroit Type 3 Endo. Its power plant is the Ceres Motors 240 Extra Light, giving it a cruise speed of 86 and a max speed of 130 kph with no jump capability. Its armor is Hellespont Light Stealth, its armament being 1 Diverse Optics extended range small laser and 4 Cyan or Ceres, depending on manufacturer, Jaguar LRM-5 launchers. Its manufacturer is Detroit Consolidated Networks, located on Detroit. Its communication system is the Ceres Metal Model 666 with Guardian ECM suite, and its targeting and tracking system is Dynatech 990. Now, the cool thing about the Detroit plant is anyone who's played HBS Battletech will recognise the system. It's quite a regular one that you visit in, well, at the time it was the, what they call the Oregons, their group, and obviously it's kind of semi-canon now. I guess it's up to the GM whether they want to allow it that the Oregons existed as a faction in the periphery or not. But yeah, obviously at some point it gets absorbed, or at least a chunk of it gets absorbed by the Capellan Confederation, or maybe you could say that they, alongside the Magistracy and the Taurians, would naturally join a powerful great house like that as part of an alliance. Though I guess it wouldn't really be the Trinity Alliance, though. It'd be the Quadrilogy Alliance. But yeah, the Anubis has a 240XL, which gives it a walk of 8 and a run of 12, 10 double heat sinks, pretty much the default at this point. It has armour of 88 in total, with 9 on the head, 11 on the CT, 4 on the rear, 9 on the right and left torso, with 3 on the rear, 8 on the arms, and 12 on the legs, strangely enough. It has an ER small located just in the left arm, but no weapon in the right arm. It's 2 LRM-5s located in the in the left torso with 24 rounds of ammunition, and another 2 LRM-5s located in the right torso with Guardian ETM in the centre. So its single ton of LRM ammo is split between all 4 launchers, something to keep in mind, which means its extended engagements means that it's probably going to run out of ammo fairly quickly. Although you're unlikely to ever overheat with this design, and the fact that obviously it's got the self-armor and the ECM to allow it to basically be immune to certain long-range return shots, at least from lock-on weapons. But it can't do much once its ammo starts to run low. That's one of the big problems. So it's a case of you have to pick your shots, or you just have to hose down the first target that comes into view and hope you're doing something decent. Combined, though, at least you are rolling for what would be an LRM-20's worth of fire, so that's not terrible for a 30-tonner by any stretch. The ER small gives you a tiny ability to do something in the support role if the fight does get a bit hairy, but yeah, obviously this mech is not the type that's meant to stay on the field and continue fighting after its ammo has run out. I think naturally, if that happens, you should probably walk it off the field. It's done its job at that point. And with the stealth armor, it's quite a valuable prize, I think, for any other faction to capture, so it's unlikely you'd want this to, say, fall into the hands of pirates. Because the last thing you want is pirates running around with stealth armor-equipped light mechs that can fire a load of missiles at you, especially if they start modifying it to carry things like rocket launchers, for instance, and then they could just run up and dump a load of missiles into somebody while they're under stealth armor effects in the, raid like nobody's business. But yeah, not a bad mech overall. Some of the other artwork, as you've probably seen as this has gone on, isn't too bad. The last one where it has the little dog mouth bit is from I think it's one of the Dark Ages books, I think it said. Double check this. Yes, it's a Dark Age variant, the 5Y, but, hey, it's apparently what it looked like. I don't know if that's supposed to be the idea with the original art. It does kind of look like it has a snout, but the cockpit is located more at the end of the snout rather than further up. So, yeah, I never really got the idea of it. It's why I didn't like the Wolfhound redesign where they added the stupid dog head. The original one that looked like the kind of pointy thing looked way better. But yeah, that aside, personal preferences and all that. Right, well, that's been done again for another day. The Anubis, it's not a bad mech. So again, some interesting applications. A good background write-up as well. I quite like the fact that this is a unit that's used by some of the periphery states, for instance. And yeah, so pretty decent. Anyway, have a good one. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.